Hi, so it's block 8 of Blockhead 6 and the block is Sandcastle by Sherri McConnell. This is honestly a very simple block, so this video is going to be short and sweet. So lay out your pieces. We have the 4.5 inch squares A, B, C, D and E. These are the 3.5 inch A squares. The F square has a diagonal line drawn from corner to corner, pinned to one corner of the square. So with this, you're just going to sew just very slightly to the outside side of that line. You're going to sew along here, just maybe right next to it. These, just going to cut into quarters diagonally. And then just cut these across the side. Then with these, just press this to the outside and trim those to 3.5. So I will press those with the iron in a moment, and then it's just laying out these for these 5 blocks. Now I've done B and D in the yellow because I wanted a star effect. And now we're just going to join these. So I've sewn the quarter squares together and I've trimmed them to size. Now if you want to see how to do that in detail, just go back to the video from last week, Bellissimo star, and I show you how to do that with a 6.5 inch ruler. A couple of things to watch out for, because everything's on the bias with these squares, all of these edges are very stretchy. So be careful when you're sewing them that you just guide the fabric through, that you don't pull it, and be careful when you're ironing them. I've got one here that kind of I stretched a little bit when I ironed, but it's coming good. So press, don't move the iron too much. So here's our final layout. And I'll just mention too that next week I will be away on the day that it's released, so I might be a week late with a tutorial on next week's block. Okay, so now it's just again the process of joining them together across that way and then down in rows. So I'll join those together and be back with the final block. So there's a lot of bulk in these 4 parts here where all these seams meet. There's a lot of bulk. And so what I decided to do was to press those 2 seams open as best I could. Usually I'm a press to one side, but yeah, it's quite a lump there. So that's what I've done with mine. And just before you click away, because I know people will just jump off. So there's my finished block, and just a reminder that next week's block I won't be making it on the day. It'll probably be a week late when I do it. If you want to know how to do the quarter square triangles, pop back to last week's tutorial. And other than this, I've been very busy. I've had a couple of finishes on other projects, one of which is hanging behind me. And so I've got a video coming up, catching up on my works in progress and what I'm up to. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. See you next video.